no money in the bank. More while when you go in the bank and you figure them open up the air as so much money you have been in. Them look for you one way, you have to tear back in them yard, you know. All you have to have on the dark as to squid. But you have to know them, so them people have a bad mindset of people them.
Yes, sir.
Because they realize say ambitious and save your money. And they tell them, so listen, I'm more invest it in that and because I hear about that. And you have to check your money every minute. So I allow somebody to talk. But me I say Squiddy, the fact of the matter is people must ensure that you empower the poor class of this country. I will not hate people when they make them.
Not bad mind people. You know? Yes, sir. All right. Black man, Cannon. Black man, Cannon.
Wagwan Squiddy.
Blessings, brother.
You know, so Wagwan says not too long. You know, so Wagwan not too long. The Prime Minister tricked me.
Him trick you?
Yeah, man, because the old man I go and I think I call him, I'll call it, you know. The old man I go and I think I call him and I'll call it Rasta.
Yeah, him soon call it, man.
Yeah, him said soon come because my go on is like man, post to call it. Yeah, I said bloodbath.
Energy. The last election was the man money house. Now I money.
Well, some bad mind business are going on now.
Yeah, me say so green and low.
Free money one them talk about, you know. Nobody else, you know. Just free money.
But him want have money.
Then that's why me I wonder.
Him alone have money.
Him alone them talk about money.
Some man they are Jamaica with some money, want your money can't even drop now one like a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
You can't quarter a bucket of some man money way down there. So them are doing for the man money, brother.
Them ready are the man.
But them admit say them bad mind, you know.
Them bad mind and listen. Two of the man run the country Squiddy. Like the man I been low in Jamaica one time.
That's true, man.
That's something me can't believe. I say the man like him I been low in Jamaica one time.
You know that a go on? That a go on, you know. From Moran.
No government.
From Moran.
The architect for the building here. Siago, he never get a chance to do anymore. Yeah. You understand? So him coach this little youth and tell him, say, listen me, I saw you now, take care of poor people, this, that. You never have all love poor. The Prime Minister tell him to take care of poor people.
Yeah.
Edward Siaga. Tell him to take care of poor people. You understand? I'm the architect, you know. And then him come do everything. Everything plus whole heap more. And them ready are the man. Them body are the man.
Oh, that's quick.
You understand? You see the speech now tonight. Mad out in a Squiddy. Mad them mad.
Hold on, Lindsay. Hold on. Black man has dark there. Hold on there. We soon talk.
Come on, me here, man.
Yeah.
Squiddy. I pay a mad man a walk now. I know him should have say him a build new mad house now. I pay a mad man now. Because you see the speech of the man this since night. Yeah. A wicked speech, you know.
Yeah, man, talk serious, man. A serious speech, man.
Squiddy. Third.
Let me see that too.
Alright. Maybe next month.
Alright, respect. Beswick.
Bless up, me Dan.
Yeah.
Kapala General, Wizzy, Black Man, all of the man, them, Bantinya. Hey, Squiddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a testimony today to you. This morning, what happened to me. You know the woman them call him Sunshine?
Yeah, on the radio?
No, man. We farm the little Sunshine thing that we are dealing with little youth.
Oh, the people in Florida?
Yes, Squiddy.
What go on with them?
She got some book today, this morning, and call me. And I tell me, thanks. You know, I mean, I said to her, I say, I simply think that, man. But Squiddy, me I talk to her and I advice. I ring a bell in my head, but I can't place the destination I know her from.
So I'm each in my box, sir.
You understand? I mean, I said to her, she said, you know, every time.
You want in the, hold on there. You want in the box, brother?
No, I don't want in the box, sir. I go and watch a live, you know.
Alright. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So sweetie, she talk to me and me I say, girl, you know, say, know the vice, yeah. Sweetie, she build one house up a Stone Hill. And I said to her, I said, which part of Stone Hill you build your house? And she said, she build one little house on a Manningsville Road. And I said, no, say, we know part of here there. And she said, yeah, man, on a Red Ground side. And I said, Red Ground. You know, where some come from, man. Remember, me and the youth, we come up, they come live. We live from Franklin Town and come and they come live right at Ballinger.
Here, I never pay back the student loan.
That's going to be a loan. Would that be a grant? That could be a student loan. That be a student loan.
That's going to hear about it. Nobody
we hear about it with it. But can I tell you what is wrong with that?
Yeah, that more want to discuss. What we could dissect that.
Yeah, he's proposing that nonsense. But I tell you what is wrong with it. You're gonna have these teachers taking these student loans and then not paying it back. So what is gonna be there to replenish loans of people who are coming after them?
And that more want to know.
Yeah, that's a big question. Because the people who are coming up after these teachers who have depleted the student loan and not paid back, not gonna have anything to get.
Yeah, because remember saying no good teacher take loan, you know.
Yeah.
All kind of people do all kind of things take loan, you know. So when the teacher them now pay back them loan, what go on to the rest of money them in and thing. But now
and the younger people who are coming up, college age, university age people who are coming up, they won't have an opportunity to borrow a loan because there will be nothing there for them.
But Dexter.
exactly.
Dexter, the word loan mean to pay it back.
Yeah, they know that a student
That's
loan.
what mean, you know, to pay it back. It's not a grant.
Absolutely. And not only that, this JLP government has reduced the interest rates on loans, and not only the interest rate, but they have adjusted the time that makes it easier for people to pay back. So I don't know what Damion coming with. I think
we need a PMP if you come discuss that too with me, you know.
Yes, we'd love somebody to hear what their opinion is.
No man, we have to talk about this. They want some PMP if you come and tell me if I could take that. Yeah.
You hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Alright. The part who's probably understand what I'm saying still is like him I say, from you got teachers college and you graduate with your master or whatever, even if you're out on the street for 8 years and get a job as a teacher for the 2 last year, you still have a pay that see me. You still get pardoned for it.
Yeah, me say forgotten. Him say forgotten and forbidden. It a go forgotten and forbidden.
Forgotten. For instance, he was saying that if a person go change for teacher and she pick up a different job.
Alright, alright, make your man listen and we're going to dissect it. Listen here. Let them turn off on my helico. And we're going to dissect it.
10 years. You're saying that if I
listen.
Let me understand this before I let you go. You're saying that if you have student loan, so if I have student loan, I'm a teacher and it's 10 years. You're saying that if I stay in the profession for 10 years, I won't have to pay the student loan?
The student loan would have totally been forgotten, forgiven.
So every year...
For 5 years. 5 years is forgiven. I can pay for 1 year. 1 year is forgiven.
So once I go to college and have a student loan, come out and teaching. So if I teach 2025, 2026, that year I don't have to pay it. So you're saying to teachers, are you saying to teachers that if you have a student loan and you are teaching, stop paying the loan?
Yes, they don't have to pay the loan anymore.
Hold on. Let me get this clear, Senator Crawford. So a teacher leave the micro university or the Case Teachers College this July. Have a student loan that the student loan bureau says 10 years you're going to take to pay this loan. And that teacher...
That is maybe 30 grand a month.
Right. And that teacher decide that, well, based on what Senator Crawford said, PNP win I don't have to pay a dime. All I have to do is make certain I am here teaching. You are saying that that teacher don't even have to look back on that student loan. Just stay in the classroom in the government school and teach for 10 years, and that is it?
Yes, that is it.
Liberated again.
You hear brother?
Senator Crawford.
Yeah, well, you know what?
What you think I go up by the end of the day to the student loan board?
Do you realize he's saying it? He's not giving any figures. He's not gonna say what is the cost this is gonna be to the taxpayers. He's not saying what is the cost it's gonna be to the student loan bureau. And if when these teachers just walk away from their loans, right? If the student loan bureau is gonna remain buoyant and it so that it can assist other students with loans. He's not saying anything. He has not given us any figures. So what I see Damion doing is that Damion is going around and he's throwing things at the wall and hoping for them to stick. You know, he came up with his education tax. He was gonna have this 1% education tax. Yeah. Now he's coming up with this grand idea, and it is a ploy just to bait the teachers into voting for the PNP. Any sensible individual.
When I say, hold on the next stand. When I say, him say 10 years, that means they would have pinned them to 10 years, right?
Yes, in the classroom.
All right. So you pin them to 10 years. Suppose them decide, so well, them get a break and them cut go firing after 5 years or 6 years. Them
Yeah, what will happen to the loan? He hasn't said anything about what will happen. That if they're gonna be forced to pay back the loan or what. He hasn't said anything about that.
No, him said them not have to pay it back, you know.
So if the teacher them don't pay back the loan, who's gonna pay back the loan? That is
I know that it is a tax.
Somebody mic come at night. Somebody mic from the background, please. Yeah, who from background? Make one somebody at a time turn on them mic.
No man, Guinness. I think it's Guinness background. Maybe he can go down and come back up. I don't know.
Yeah, Guinness. That's your background, Guinness. So God bless us. Say a manly idea that. But hold on. When you see when you do that now, remember say money I go miss out of the account, out of the party over the kitty, you know. And the money, some money have to go back in to make it up. Because you can't just take out and not go in, you know. Where the money will go in and go come from?
Yeah, because that's a big question. So when you remove all of those funds from remember the student loan bureau is something you borrow and I borrow and pay back so that you can have an opportunity. Yeah, it's a revolving scheme. Yeah. So that you can have an opportunity.
And a chicken feed.
Yeah, you can have an opportunity and to borrow. So when all of these people borrow these monies and don't pay it back. And you know, somebody asks a question, what if the teacher gets to the 9th year in the profession and say, you know what, I get a job overseas and I'm gonna bounce. What happens to that money?
Yeah, that may I say. After 4 or 5 years, them in there, them have 5 more years left in a contract with them to stay for 10 years.
You know, I'm
Squidgy,
very...
when you play again, Squidgy.
Eh?
Play again one more time there.
Play
again one more time. Yeah, play again, brother. I'm going to listen to you carefully.
You're going to listen word for word, word for word.
This morning, my brother.
Already.
Looking forward to seeing you in Port Antonio Town Spear on the 9th.
Exactly.
Let me understand this before I let you go. You're saying that if you have student loan, so if I have student loan, I'm a teacher, and it's 10 years.
Bandy.
You're saying that if I stay in the profession for 10 years, I won't have to pay the student loan?
The student loan would have totally been forgotten.
Forgotten and forbidden.
5 years. 5 years is forgiven. I just pay for 1 year. 1 year is forgiven.
So once I go to college and have a student loan, come out and teaching. So if I teach 2025, 2026, that year I don't have to pay it. So you're saying to teachers, are you saying to teachers that if you have a student loan and you are teaching, stop paying the loan?
Yes, they don't have to pay the loan anymore.
Stop paying the loan.
Let me get this clear, Senator Crawford. So a teacher leave the micro university or the KS Teachers College this July. Have a student loan that the student loan bureau says 10 years you're going to take to pay this loan. And that teacher right. And that teacher decide that, well, yes, man, what Senator Crawford said, PNP win, I don't have to pay a dime, all I have to do is make sure that I am here teaching. You are saying that that teacher don't even have to look back on that student loan. Just stay in the classroom in the government school and teach for 10 years, and that is it?
Yeah, that is it.
Labor right?
That is it.
Again?
He said that is it.
I want to...
So we
Yeah.
You know, say, the man asks him again for shit, say, mack him.
To make clear, make sure.
They say, yes, he said, it's a madness, where you just say, whether the man, the pan theme said, make sure, ask him 2 times, where you say, just stay here, and you know, over the loan. Now, what if that teacher died in the unalive or died, get sick and died in the 4th year?
Gimmicks thing, Crawford upon gimmicks thing.
That means that no more teachers.
That means that no more students.
Teacher alive and take a trip gonna find.
And talk when it's she now come back.
Yeah. Court and she now call loan dead.
So anybody who sign up for that loan, they no party. Like
no, box to come talk about this.
Say you be the guarantor for that teacher there. How you think that who you think have to start paying that loan there?
No, me and you?
No, must you. No, you are the guarantor for the teacher.
Yeah, but no, they don't want no guarantor. You get
they don't have to have a guarantor now.
All right,
but
you see now.
But you know,
you for them cut with the money.
Yeah, but you know what?
So look at when they're done with Jamaica, then we sit there and go back up, we are back up in 100
Imagine a system like that around for 5 years.
Profession. I go mash up, got no more teacher, and I get no more money for borrow. The money not done.
Imagine a system like that run for 5 years, how much money?
No money now go there, they're quitting. But Damion Crawford spot something, you know. I'm telling you him spot. But right now, say if you can hype up the taxi man them against the government, you can hype up the windshield wiper them against the government, you can hype up the teacher them get the no, what them have to police them now? What them have to go for the police them now, you know. What them have to give them free.
Somebody background so nice, man. I hope a background.
Guinness,
are your background, Guinness?
Yeah.
Me to might look a bit there.
So you understand me?
That's for your family, Lindsay. Yeah.
What them have for the, if every civil servant now have goodies, free goodies, what is for the police and the soldier, the fireman? Where them have to give them? Because them have, remember now, them have hype up everybody against the government, you know. They don't say, what them going to do, I go at me, you know. Them just say, come vote for we and we will make this happen when we win. I know them can't.
Yeah, we're going.
This thing I go on, man. Teacher them go get paid. Because we still want the police stop.
Yeah, we're going on. Script this, we're going on.
Because we not trash it out yet, you know.
No, well on the Jamaica. Dayton Campbell said, if the teacher is going to do a volunteer service, but they will get paid. You hear the mix up? Volunteer mean free.
People who volunteer don't get paid.
And him said, but they will be paid for it. And him is going to give every student one hot, warm meal. Now, they can. You can't hot and warm the food at the same time. So them a mix up themselves, but them all them attack. It's like them at freestyle. Crawford, me not think nobody tell Crawford for say. Crawford just come up with their own idea there and say, I'm going to run with it because him want to win theme seat.
Yeah. Alright. Well, on this basic. Me and Fanny's Virgin now. We name Lancy. LNCY. And this now. Me hear that say something before. Hello? Lancy. Lance, I'm new to mic now. Well, they come over here, I don't want from the PMP, man. I can't never see.
Hey, nobody, I second time I come with no scrutiny. Nobody would it no scrutiny.
Yeah, but me never
nobody would it no scrutiny. Eh?
What Lance on this, sir?
Scrutiny.
You have a different name?
I second time I come with huh?
You have a different name?
On this, sir.
Oh, me no remember the eyes still. I saw things set, man. Yeah, so what do you think about what me play?
Go again?
You think that can work with each of them?
What, the gimmicks where that brother are coming?
Yeah, man, you think I'm just play, man. Let me play about 3 times.
No, sir. No. There's no way. There's no way that can work. There's no way under God earth that proposal can work. Because remember, you know, the fund is there, so the next set of people can benefit from it. You would have come like pension. If this set of people stop paying them pension, the next set will retire after that set there. Them now have no pension to collect. Pension, remember the pension a revolving scheme, you know, just like student loan, where the people who contribute now basically help to pay the pension who retire already. I same thing with student loan. The borrower them from 10 years ago, we are pay back now, and them are funded, so who are going to need the facility now will be able to have something for use. But if you do it that way, it's not going to make no sense. It's not going to make no sense. I think some suggestion they make some time ago, where the government would finance them tertiary education, and them would but I don't think it was the teachers though. The government would have fund them, finance them full tuition, and when them finish studying, and them in the field, them would have to give back some amount of years of service before they can migrate or leave the profession.
Without paying back the money?
But it wouldn't be through Student Loan Bureau. It would have been through some other mechanism.
And they wouldn't have to pay back the money where they get?
Some discussion was there years ago.
No, they have a scheme, but hear what it is targeted. You know, like the specialist teachers, the math teachers,
yes.
The teachers who teach
special education.
The teachers who really go and unlock that kind of cognitive thing in certain people's brain for them to be able to learn. These are the teachers that they have in short supply. So what the government do, the government bond them. So they give them the money and bond them. So therefore they
somebody types it is called bonding.
Yeah, so they bond them in that, because you're short of it, you need to really bring more people in the pool. So that's what they go, and that is a good thing. But you can't do it wholesale, because when you look at it, it's going to be billions of dollars, you know.
Of course, guys, I don't.
Billions of dollars.
General, every year university tuition go up. Because right now you are increased for the month of September.
I'm not good something, brother. I mean, you hear it, I said, Jano, man, I'm going to do the money, brother.
This is a FinSac 2.0. This is a FinSac 2.0.
Okay, but I want to come in there back, you know, because you see nice chat with the rounds when Andrew that
Pretty here I go and say.
Yeah.
Here I go and split it. I'm going to first come out with the argument there now. I'm going to first come out and go pardon student loan. Yeah, and the same time he said him is going to put affordable charge on the healthcare system back now. At the same time, he made them two speech there. But my point is this right now, where you know if certain or most of it know what really are going on for the PMP, Damion Crawford and Mark Walden. He said, based on how Crawford speak, he was thinking about if he won his seat, he would be the next running for the PMP party.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark Bolin I do right now with Damion Crawford, they might clown him out. He might make him do all the clown work them. Where people are going to look down upon him and say he's a comedian or he's an idiot. So that Mark Bolin really I do right now to him and him not realize that Mark Bolin I do him. Yes, he might beat him naturally. I mean, say when Andrew will the third term and if an next run off go on, Damion Crawford can't challenge Mark Bolin because the party I will have him as I want to clownist. I want to idiot. If
put him in a corner.
Yeah, it's a question in credibility.
Yeah.
I've been ready for a pyramid because he might be
because sometimes you wonder why the man make them speech, brother, because there's something like this. You can't just come and talk them thing there, no. So you want to teach them to a whole teacher in Jamaica. I know most teachers are PMP. Them feel say the JT I go back them with it. And them something and believe them. I know every teacher go believe them, you know.
But teacher believe, I remember say during the PMP tenure, the MPS seized the 90s for 7 years. Wage freeze for 7 years and a similar tenure, a 4-year wage freeze for them same. So them know that the man PMP is not friendly. You understand? The people know that the teachers and the PMP are not friendly. But you have some long time die-hearted PMP teacher from way back when. And majority of those people are not really Mark Bolin or PJ they talk about. And Mike Cameron they talk about.
A long time teacher.
Yes, and Mike Cameron they talk about. Because I know for them get help from Mike Cameron back in the days.
Yeah.
So when Crawford come out that everything with Crawford talk right now, I will Mark Bolin to the contact and can't come out and work on talk half and one. I say wait, Mark Bolin the one thing say. So I use Mark Bolin and use it to clown him out. For the next run off, him can't come and no run off with him because of that. He's not stable. And a person tell me that Damion Crawford is suffering from one clinical name, anxiety, you know. Yeah, man. Yes, man. He diagnosed the treatment. And I get treatment for it. Anxiety. Yeah, man, I see what's something, man. Damion Crawford is suffering from anxiety.
I want to go this tomorrow go run a robot and then lock up him back home.
But me say, he must come out, come make a video and say if him come, him have a police and wait for him.
Listen, man.
Nice and produce everything.
Damion Crawford.
Yeah, man. I remember NFPP, if you know the driver's license, you're not supposed to operate taxi, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so when you know that, you know. Go ahead, man. Go ahead first, Jamaican.
I said Damion Crawford is sinking himself slowly by slowly. And one time he must beat him. You can remember say for him political career. Boom. He must go revert again. No, or two beaten. He walk away from one now and get beaten. He's Portland.
Yeah, man, he get beaten at Portland.
He never lose at East Road, brother. He walk away. I don't know what I say. But some problem in night.
No, man, him and him own couldn't get along, man.
Yeah, I know that, man. I tell you, man.
No, that's the reason why he's saying that he walked away from that one. He didn't go. So that means this would be the second beating he would have actually received. That's what I must explain to you. Know. Say he never go for that.
I understand, but I beat himself out of East Rural because he have the money sit down for and I do nothing. I can't tell you that because I am from East Rural.
But in politics,
I am from East Rural. Because, alright, you see before he won, you know, him have an office in a Garden Town. And as soon as him win, the office of Garden Town move. Him they give you 2 phone number for reach him, the number them change. As him win, the number them change.
Yeah, that is true. I remember.
Him start switch up on everybody. Him start switch up. And the only reason why he won was because nobody never want to vote for Joe and Garden based on what happened in the 80s. Them time
No, what I'm going to say, I would not say that. I believe that it was Portia make most of them MP there with Raymond Price and a Porsche made it. And that year, Porsche was very, very popular.
Well, me talk football side, my G.
Yeah, man.
Me talk
He
football
was
side.
on the go at that time, man. Just like,
Me know, because she have him up and down like her handbag.
What you were saying, man?
No, but me I say, but them time the Porsche, they have him like her handbag up and down with.
You see me, I say.
But
Yeah,
me,
I tell you, man, so, but at the same time, to the country, was a Porsche at that time, 2012 election, remember? Everybody about the Porsche, woman time. You see me, I say. So it's a scenario here. Yeah,
right,
so a Porsche meant enough for them to win.
Well, I never hear from Rich Rap.
But as I say,
Yeah, well, I never Rich Rap. Rich Rod.
Yes, Quitty. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. There. You know, me not go to dwell upon the gimmicks thing, because in a sense, we deal with a part. What I want, I'm not straying. I'm not straying. I'm not disturbing the flow. I just want to. What I'll do is add to it based on, because I was going through. I don't have the book, you know, because those of us overseas, we're not going to get the book. But after scanning the thing, I realized I can't read it from my phone while being on the live, because I'm automatically going to get cut off, because it doesn't the phone over the phone set up.
Two people read it one night, I know, night before last night.
Yeah, I know, but that is the thing in us, Squid. I feel
somebody read out the whole book.
Right, but I just feel that this thing we need to enforce it as often.
It's a free,
you know?
because it's alive this, alive different people.
Right. But I was listening to the Prime Minister's speech tonight. I was watching it. And I heard the Prime Minister's wife, Mrs. Owens, spoke about the big light bill that the PNP would have given that the administration, the JLP, would have gotten from the PNP where they owed JPS 9 billion.
It's 7 billion.
7 billion, right? $7 billion. And of course, the private
billion, 7 billion.
Billion was a B. Billion. Oh, yes.
The only for street like them.
Yeah. Right. But I get all right. But my thing is, the Prime Minister would have talked about, how he would have decreased the GCT, because the PNP promised it, they didn't do it, but the Prime Minister did. And I saw in the book here.
Hold on, Rick Rod. Let me just interject here. The PNP said in 2011, when Portia St. Miller was coming into office, they said that they were going to reduce the GCT. In fact, what they did in 2012, they actually increased the GCT on electricity bill.
Right.
They never did what they told the people that they were going to do.
But
and the records are there. You can check the records. Anybody listening, they can check the records.
Right. Because of course,
I'm not gonna stop now. Them are benefit from
Because we see where for most households, according to the book, or most households, this government would have slashed the GCTC on electricity from 15% to 7%. So just imagine, my family live in Meadowbrook, and every single time I go home back to Jamaica, our light bill is always between $30,000 and $40,000 per month. Our light bill. Yes, it's four bedroom house and all those things. But my point is, if the light bill, if the GCT was not reduced from the 15 to 7, just imagine it now being at 7%, and we're paying, as I said, between 30 and 40,000 per month. We would have been looking at what? 15. I mean, we'd be looking at between 40 and 50,000. So it tells you that Jamaica, our Prime Minister, this administration is doing the right thing. When it comes to because I was looking at the, you know, in the United States here, we get, during the tax time, we get our tax return. And I've seen where in Jamaica, for the first time in Jamaica's history, each worker is getting $20,000 tax credit. So it simply means that persons, once you're in the system, you're paying your tax in Jamaica. That is, the government would have given back. And we noticed this was what, last year or 2 years ago. When was this? I think this was during the COVID time. The government gave back a $20,000 cash credit. No,
man. This was last year. This was
last year.
That was mere months ago.
Okay, right. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I. No, I would say, I will speak. Honestly, I do not know if this is an ongoing thing, but the fact of the matter is, this has happened under this government. But not only that, we've seen now where currently the government is now giving this solidarity program where you can get $20,000. 50,000 Jamaicans will get $20,000 if they never got if they weren't a part of this tax credit program, if they are not a part of the PATH program and all these things. This just tells you that the country is heading in the right direction. Now, I've been reiterated. I've been saying this thing for the past week, and I'll reiterate it. We cannot sit back, and just watch the flow. Because as the Honorable Prime Minister's wife said tonight, you know, because people in the crowd were saying him win already. No, the Prime Minister not win yet. Yes, the wave, the tide is swinging in his direction, but him not win yet. Until we get up and go out there when he calls the date and mark the X beside the bell, him not win yet. We have to ensure that him win the victory. Because guess what? We don't want to have any regrets. Like I will blame my father's generation. I will always say that. I blame, based on what is happening now, when we see the progress that our country has made since from 2016 to today, the country was under a good management during the 80s with Eddie Siaga between 1980 and 88. Unfortunately, my father's generation did not go all out. They got caught up in whatever gimmicks the PNP used, and Eddie Siaga lost, and our country started spiraling down. This time we can't afford, because we're not only voting for ourselves, we're not only making this decision for ourselves, but we're making the decision for our future, we're making the decision for our children's future and our children's children. So once again, I'll just use my last 2 seconds to say, let us continue, ladies and gentlemen, to choose Jamaica. And when we choose Jamaica, in order for us to choose Jamaica, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party to bring us forward into the future. Quickly with that, I tell my panel, you're on your panel. Thank you much.
Okay. Yeah, man. Reassure. Reassure. And then we'll go back up.
Let's split it. Where go on?
Yes, I.
All is well.
Yeah, man. Most
I'm kind of in a range, you know. Stop company, them platform and come in and talking with PNP. Because you reach a stage, you know, where you cannot tell them anything no more. Them don't have the match.
You see like how Juliet reel out our achievements.
Exactly. They don't have the agenda. They don't have the agenda already.
Every MP become reel out them achievements.
But that is what's gonna happen. That's what the Prime Minister said gotta happen. So what gonna happen the next segment you will see each MP have a same book, a pamphlet like what you say. The party give out with all of what they have done in them constituency. So that would what.
Some of them do nothing much, you know.
I wouldn't say that. Not the JLP member of parliament. I wouldn't say that much.
You would say every JLP member of parliament work?
To an extent. Yes, to an extent. They have what it takes to go back to the people to show them that this is what I have done. whether we did my first term, second term, third term, whichever. But I think 90% of the JLP member of parliament can produce a pamphlet.
You have 10% when we're not doing nothing.
Well, there's always room for improvement, right?
Yeah, and that me I say, and me think all of them.
So as I said, I can say this to a fact that you have 90% of the member of parliament for the Jamaica Labour Party who can have a pamphlet like that to produce to the constituency to say, hey, look, this is what we have done over the last 4 years or the last 8 years or the last 10 years or whatever time the tenure was, right? And that is what's going to happen. And that is good. What the Prime Minister is trying to do is trying to push on the people of Jamaica, not empty promises no more, not no more jump up and ray and come with confusion, because guess what? That cannot transform the life of people. At the end of the day, when this campaign over, whosoever going to becomes the Prime Minister, that is what matters most. Yeah, and that is what more important. And as I said before, Uncle Squitty, this government have done well. Uncle Squitty, you born and grew in Jamaica, you know the struggle. You know the struggle, you know the pain, you know what it takes, yeah, to be a Jamaican, to survive, yeah. We know what it takes. You remember when you remember when Bounty Killer sing poor people fed up. You remember when Buju Bantan lash out, have sung lash out against the government. And I'm keep on saying this, when last you see an artist come and sing about the government not doing anything for the people of Jamaica, you remind me which artists since this government, this Andrew Holness administration have taken over this country. You see, these artists are singing about luxury cars and how much money they have and how they can make money and how they can elevate and all of that. You know, these artists again singing about and lashing out against government anymore because they themselves have seen the progress. And I think that is one of the reasons why, even though Bryce Cartel is an well-known PMP, he have taken a step back because he come out in the society and he see that this government has done things for the people of Jamaica. So I think he knew that he made a mistake and he take a step back and so, but this is not the real reality. The real reality is this. So I'm saying this to Sesquity. We the people, and I like and I say this with it. The Prime Minister's presentation tonight was awesome, and when what I take from it is, you have a set of people in Jamaica who thinks that Jamaica's will to them, that are them for run Jamaica. They are not comfortable to see that a little boy who come from Spanish Town, who live in a 2-bedroom house, whose father was a farmer and his mother was a civil servant worker, rose to be Prime Minister. Yeah, that's the reason why you see they gang up and they team up and they meet up and group up to try to bring down Andrew. And I think his speech tonight has given us hope that he has fine strength. And if you listen to his speech, it might not tell you in 1,000 words, but basically the Prime Minister tell you that he's ready to fight back with everything within him, because anything he have gotten throughout his lifetime, he has worked hard for it, like real hard. He never grew up in a gold spoon in his mouth. Yes, he know what it feel like to grow up and get and work for every single dollar you have. But you have some people who sit down in high places in them lodge room and high places think that Jamaica taxpayers' money is will to them, so they're supposed to have access to it, because Andrew Holness is opening the eyes of the people of Jamaica to let them see that, hey, this is not the way it's supposed to go, this is the way it's supposed to go. And I got that strength for him, and I hope somebody is listening that is close to him. I hope that he is listening, that we, the people of Jamaica, we are ready to fight back with him, because he deserves a Prime Minister like that. You deserve to be on the battlefield with him, to give him the support, because he have done well. this Prime Minister have done well. When you look back and you reminisce, I always say this, sweetie, whenever you are having a independent or whether you are having an anniversary or a birthday, you intend to reminisce from where you are coming from throughout your lifetime. Squitty. And Wednesday coming, Jamaica is 63, and we can reminisce as a country. Look where we have coming from. Look where we have made a mistake. Look what we have now, and look where we are going. Squitty, when I listened to the interview with the Prime Minister on the show, I don't remember the guy's name, and I listened to that man, I can proudly say if I die tomorrow, Squitty, and if that Prime Minister, if I have died tomorrow, I can say I have witnessed the scene of visionary for Jamaica, somebody who, even when he walked away from the office, he have left a legacy that cannot be erased. When you hear the vision that coming off the brain of the Prime Minister, you have no more choice. You have no more choice. You have no more choice to think of than to say, let us give this man a continuation to let him produce what coming off top of his brain. So I hear Dayton Campbell say him got town the call election weekend. I have to laugh because I have to laugh because this cannot be. This can be that somebody. I don't know if Tari can help me, but I don't know the Constitution that well. Because I've never heard of that yet, that the opposition can win into a mass meeting and call an election. But that show you the power hungry of these people, that show you the people that they have sit down in high places trying to bring down this man because they want all on this country to bring me back under hostage, to bring me back where we are coming from. When I said Damion Crawford went out to wipe car glass, can I say this? Car glass wiping was from in the early 90s, the late 80s, early 90s. But under the People's National Party, it have come popular because youth leaving school didn't have an opportunity and didn't know where to go. So they have to use them and make fashion and be on the road to wipe car glass up to today. So when Damion Crawford went out and mocked the youth them hustling, that's what he did. He mocked the youth them hustling and make them, basically I tell him that he might tell him say, yeah, this is the way of life. What he should have done as a senator is to go there to give the youth them hope. And that's why they hate Andrew Holness, because every time he open his mouth to the people of Jamaica, you hear the sense of hope from the voice of the Prime Minister. You can say hope is at the end of the tunnel. And it is not only from the mouth of the Prime Minister, in his action. Each time he make a step and each time he make a move, you can say hope for this country. Hope. We have never seen a Prime Minister who have give this country hope. And that's the reason why they sit in high places and use integrity commission and all of that to try to bring down the Prime Minister. But let me tell them, the people going at the poll, what happened in the local government election will not happen now, because the people them going at the poll realize what the integrity commission are doing, and the people them wake up and the people them start to read more and start getting them knowledge more, and the people of Jamaica, basically, I can say this quickly, I can say this proudly, because maybe some people are not in the field, they are just on social media saying all of these things, but when you are in the field and you are getting Squitty, this is the first government. I've never remembered an election coming up and a government going into an election feel this proud, and you don't hear a sense when you want a change in the country, Squitty, you can hear and see and feel the sense of change in the society. What you are getting now is not that what you are getting, Squitty. I know that you're sitting here every night and your program, and what you are getting, even a PMP come up here come tell you, say, boy, this is what we say, and them are PMP, but them have to support the Jamaica Labour Party because things that they are seeing that they are never seen before, things that Andrew Holness is doing today should have done 30 and 40 years ago. But because of those same man and woman who sit in high places who think Jamaica for them and for them purse alone and for them family alone must eat oxtail and for them family alone must eat steak and for them children alone must be go Campion Eye and Immaculate Eye and all of them places. Them the things say a man from the ghetto, a youth from the ghetto should have gone in a youth. Let me show you something, sweetie. Back in the 90s, a youth from a community, an inner city community going to college. It was a celebration for the community because you never used to have that before. You never usually know a youth, 90% of you live in high school, or 80% of you live in high school now, going to university, whether it is UE, UTech, UIC, all of those. So I'm saying, Squitty, Jamaican people, we never see ourselves in a position that we have seen ourselves. Whether we want to like it, yes or not, whether we are PMP, JLP or no P, the fact is the fact. When a man can come in front of you and give you a 60-page book with a list of achievements and as what the Prime Minister said today, that wasn't even all of it, that was just some, but they don't want to make the book too thick, so them just give some. So they are working on a next stage to give the rest.
Alright, will I break? Why look like we'll stop here now done?
Because Squitty, let me tell you something, Squitty. This government, the people of Jamaica should hold on to and run through every city and every town and cheer me now and cheer on this man because this man have done this man should in a print a booklet to come in and the middle of a to issue it out based on the and what have taken place. Jamaican people should have said, yo, we know what I want an election and just can't tell a rule. That but because we respect the democracy of Jamaica, we willing to face the people and go to the people and ask the people for a third term because guess what? We have work, this Prime Minister put in enough work. He have done enough.
All right. Make you find somebody else, Rachel. Yeah, man.
Hey, give me 1 second before, because I'm gonna give away my box, because I'm just gonna sit in the comments. But before I leave, I just want to let you and everybody on this live know that my hands are clean, and if I should stretch my hands out to shake your hand, don't worry, my hands are clean. All right, thank you all.
All right, who is
I'm going to just say this and I step a while. That I like to come on later in the night, later in the program. Horatio, you really delivered well a while ago. But yeah, man, very much. But Squitty asked you a question, and I think I will just I'll just come back to the question. You asked about the Jamaica Labour Party currently have 49 MPs on their side. All of them have done well except for one. And that gentleman is very sick. Currently, he is very sick. And that is Northwest Clarendon, represented by Philip Enriquez. I must say that it is the constituency. He would have actually built a school there. Early childhood, he'd have actually, advocate and got an early childhood school built in the constituency. He'd have gotten, I think, about 3 pieces of road. But he could have gotten more, but he's sick. So we are We are liberator. We would admit we are not like PMP. We will admit, but the other 48.
Yeah, but
you know the reason why the other 48, some of the other 48 have to work so hard? Because they realize that a PNP would have had those constituencies for 30 odd years. And that is the reason why they would have had to go in it and work their ass off. Because guess what? They know that they couldn't sit down because they know, so they have to prove to the people. So them do a portion to work in order for them to choose them the next election. So, all in all, Squitty, it is showing you that the Jamaica Labour Party, it has done enough. Where it is going back to the people will reward them because they would have seen the tremendous work that has been done since especially since 2020. And let me say this, I mean, we have seen what the PNP offer. The point I want to make is there's about 5 weeks to the election. About 5 weeks to the election. And up to this very moment, we keep seeing the PNP as something, they put out something and they get a blowback. They shift the goalposts.
Somebody say you'll be around there now, man.
Yes, I know. He's a candidate. He's a candidate. He's not the MP. So what I'm saying is that they don't have a manifesto coming to the people to say this is what we would have done the research, we'd have done some field work. This is what we are presenting to the people of Jamaica. Every time they come to the people with something and the people reject it, they move the goalpost, they change it around. It is showing it is showing every one of us who are looking on at the People's National Party is on the go. They grab something and they throw it on the wall, hope that it sticks, and for persons to really buy into it, and it's just not working. And so what you are seeing is a party that is really and truly just underwater because it is not presenting an alternative to the government that is currently in power, that is actually performing it at the rate that it is performing. And so therefore the people will make the decision. I mean, all the people who would have benefited of this government, they will make the decision on election day that surely the PNP is not the party to run this country after the next election. And I will just rest here.
Alright, yes, sir. Black man Cannon. Alright, basic.
Yeah, big boss. Why Orisha?
Yes, sir.
Orisha said it all up.
Yes,
Hold on, Anderson is
right
sleeping.
now.
I'll remove Anderson, he must sleep.
Anderson not just know that. Yeah, black man, you wake.
I visit at him more.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are
man, there's some man. You're gone now. But no, yeah, I just.
Yeah, go on now.
Himself. I hear them I say I'm not going tell him for things.
You think I crack up, man. You think I crack up.
Man. So him just have clown of himself.
Change your location, huh?
I think I wait.
Yeah, man, you think I crack
straight.
up, man. I'll get here. Yo.
Make somebody else stop.
Yeah. Can you think I mess up? Ian, go and talk, Ian.
Yeah, bossy. You see, with the little time we have left now, about 5 weeks or 6 weeks in elections, make we start to promote that book there. We don't need for bringing a PMP right now for come distract we.
You have a book, you have the book with you tonight? Can you tell me say you're going to bring a book tonight?
Vehicle party, man. Party, you tell me in the vehicle I drive, sometimes I left it and drive a different vehicle at night time. But I make sure I take it. Because nobody from the plane and book.
You tell me that you're going to have it,
Quitty, you don't have the book electric on your phone.
You can get it, you can download things, Quitty.
Me don't have it. Me don't want the people to read it. Because one night they read it out, two man read it.
You can't have it on your phone, yes, Quitty? Because it's accessible by your phone.
By your phone. Yeah, but Quitty, what we for do right now, the little time we have, we use the program, the program here, and talk the highlights, the policies going forward. Me know so when you have a PMP on your program, it bring a lot of confusion, it bring a lot of likes and stuff, but party. And a joke time now, serious time.
I don't like not about, We have to debate the points.
No, we can't debate, but Quitty.
Like some things they must say.
Yeah, but Quitty, they remember, Manchester United.
Because you see like all the teacher thing I want to talk about. And that would have one when I think come and say,
the PMP will support him because them know say it not real, but if them can win off of that policy And then them say, well, we never know so the kitty little bit, you know. We never know so much money never dead there, you know, so we can't do that again. Remember them don't have a 5-year contract already. And the PMP them just want to know say them in there now and them stop Andrew on his 3rd term. And that's the main issue because them not want him have no legacy. So if we come and now and take our media where we have right now for vice own and take it as joke and gimmickry, we can't follow gimmickry right now. Because we know see the man them are mad out. So we can't straighten their madness no more. We give them a good run and we hear them voice, them can't change squitty. Them can't change what you do. We can't get them.
Mash down what them talk about.
No, but you can't mash them down because remember say your mind squitty. Remember tell about guard in your mind? The African guard the mind from them thought there, you know. Remember saying, you know, father, that me doing and guard the mind. Me listen to you, no squitty. I remember doing Mr. Squitty where you say, no make no sense. But better me tell you as a brethren, I say that again, it's not true.